know I'm on that grass. Don't cut on the sprinklers.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely on grass. There's no question about that. That would be the voice of Lil Wayne. Lil no talent. Lil talent? I don't know. Well, anyway. So if you bought tickets to the Life is Beautiful Festival and you wanted to check out Lil Wayne, who was supposed to be performing the other night, well, it didn't work out so well because he was a no-show. 10 minutes after he was supposed to be on stage, an announcement came on that said, hey, we're sorry, Lil Wayne will not be performing. And that was it. I was actually downtown. I was seeing another concert that night, and I was like, why is everyone out of the show so early? And then people were telling me. So if you actually bought tickets to see Lil Wayne and you're surprised that this happened, I'm sorry, you're an idiot. Here's why. I want to read you some of the tweets of this is just the last few weeks. Okay, he's canceled several shows over the last few weeks. Now, I'm going to try to read his tweets as best I can. It's very difficult because he doesn't have the best grammar. But this was September 14th. This is like a week ago, guys. He said, sorry, not doing the show tonight in St. Louis because, K-U-Z, I was just kicked out the Ritz.
And kicked is spelled, by the way, K-I-K with an apostrophe D.
He was kicked out the Ritz, and 12 got, I'm just reading this, guys, okay? 12 got involved. So I got a slide. THT, which I would assume would be that y'all, F with me out here, damn slime, it's all love, though. Okay, so that's one of his wonderful tweets. So that's a great example for kids, by the way, learn how to read and write. So let's move on to another one of Lil Wayne's tweets. This was in late July. Tampa, he's referring to Tampa, Florida. He was supposed to do a show there. Feeling under the weather and can't go tonight. Promise I'll make it up to you guys. Tune. Not sure what that means. This was in August. This was not that long ago. This was less than a month ago. He said, due to issues with the plane, I'm sorry to say won't be able to make the show in Irvine tonight. Portland, I'll see you Friday. So in the last month, he's had several different reasons why he hasn't done a show. One of which was issues with his plane. Don't know if I believe him. The other issue is sick. If he hadn't canceled all of his other shows, I would believe that. And then he has an issue where he has some sort of problem with police officers. Guys like Elton John and Celine Dion, they've had those same issues. They just go into hotels and the police are all over them. They have the same issues. But anyway, now there's a rumor circulating, and I want to give this guy credit from the RJ. His name is Jason Braslin. He's the RJ music writer. This is what he said in his tweet in regards to why Lil Wayne canceled the show. He said, there's rumor that Lil Wayne canceled last night because the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department prohibited him from using gunfire sound effect common in hip-hop live shows because of 1 October. Travis Scott announced that he was not using the effect out of respect for 1 October. So if this is the reason why he didn't do the show, does he not understand that 58 people died here? Does he not understand that the shooter, Paddock, was actually scoping out the Life is Beautiful festival a few years ago? If this is why this moron decided to cancel a show because it was so important for him to have these gun effects, give me a break. And by the way, Lil Wayne has also gone on Twitter saying he's having troubles performing live because he's not used to doing shows in front of people. You're supposed to be one of the hottest rappers around. What does that say about your talent or lack thereof? That you can't even freestyle rap in front of an audience, that you need all these sound effects, you need women dancing around, you need all this other stuff because you suck.
But wait a minute, though, Brian. This is a guy who just finished off, I believe, his North American 2019 tour with himself and Blink 182, with special guest Neck Deep, by the way. Where they did they did almost 30 shows. Now, I believe there's an asterisk next to, I want to say maybe 10 to 12 of those shows where he was not performing. But it's not like Lil Wayne is not used to being on stage in front of a crowd. All right, so that whole excuse as to why he wouldn't be here doesn't fly, in my opinion. The guy's a performer. That's what he does.
Sorry, I just want to read this tweet again because it's very funny to me. Can we get some Lil Wayne sound effect music in the background? I want to read one of Lil Talent's tweets because I find it to be extremely funny. So this was a tweet that was just a week ago where he canceled another show. I want to repeat this tweet because it's very funny to me. Keep in mind, he's got millions of followers. Sorry not doing the show tonight, St. Lou, cause, K-U-Z, I was just kicked, K-I-K apostrophe D, out of the Ritz, and 12 got involved, so I got a slide. That y'all F with me. I would imagine F is a bad word. That y'all, I find it funny, though, how he doesn't, spell out the F word. He just says F because he wants to be nice,
Yeah.
That y'all F with me out here. Damn slime. I would assume he's referring to the police department as damn slime. It's all love, though.
Lil Wayne, Wheezy F, by the way, you mentioned he's got a lot of followers. 34.4 million followers.
That's all?
Okay.
Johnny, cut that music because it's awful. Seriously, I'd rather bang my head against the wall than listen to Lil Wayne.
Johnny, you know what that is not? That is not Motown Monday music right there.
No, it's definitely
Lil
not.
Wayne.
It's definitely not.
Not
but,
top notch.
Other than that, I think he's just a great guy.
I like rap music, too. Hey, I'm not hating on rap music, but I'm just not a big fan of his.
As Barack Obama was, let me be clear. Okay, let me be clear. I grew up, with the guys who started rap, and they're and I'm not one of those people that hates rap, by the way. So if you want to label me that, you're wrong. There are some I hate like dance music. I hate the stuff they play like at some of these music festivals, but I'm not. I don't hate rap. So I grew up with Run DMC. Then we had Dr. Dre, The Chronic, right? Mm-hmm. And then we had Tupac and Biggie. These are distinct voices and true talents. I don't think anybody would deny that. I'll even put Snoop Dogg in there, okay? These guys are talented guys, some of them were.
Absolutely.
And, and Run DMC, they were one of the guys who started this whole thing, and you have all this respect for these guys. Somebody like Lil Wayne, I don't have any respect for him at all. Now, some people could like his music, that's fine. I just don't like it. But I have I don't respect some of these guys because I think, regardless of whether they want to be or not, they're role models for people. And I don't necessarily have a problem with the lyrics, even though some of the lyrics really put down women and they're violent. But, a lot of them are talking about their upbringings and where they grow. I don't really even have a problem with the lyrics. If you like the music, you like the music. Okay? I'm just saying I don't think the guy has talent. And then he goes on Twitter and he can't even write 2 sentences of proper English. I think it sets a bad example for a lot of people, a lot of kids that look up to him. And then you do these shows and you just say, oops, sorry, y'all. And then he's calling the police slime. I'm sure he did nothing wrong. I'm sure the show was canceled, and he's completely innocent of all this. And then allegedly by Jason Braceland, the RJ music writer, saying that apparently this was a Las Vegas Metro Police Department issue where he was prohibited from using gunfire sound effects. When everything that's going on in the world, with all the mass shootings and everything that's going on, why do you find it necessary to use those sound of effects?
Right, especially when Paddock was actually casing the Life is Beautiful event 2 years ago when that shooting took place. Yeah, I mean, if there was gunfire at that event, people would have freaked out and gone nuts. You didn't mention Eminem in that conversation. Eminem's probably the most talented lyricist.
Oh, he is.
/ artist, hip-hop artist, I would say, ever. And Snoop Dogg's okay.
And as the old geezer in this group, I would say, I go back to Gangstar and Third Base and Beastie Boys.
That's really old school.
That's my rap.
I don't even understand
repertoire that I enjoyed.
I'm actually confused right now.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a quick break, guys. When we come back, John Schaefer with the news, and then we're going to get to AB. Oh, boy, it's just getting worse and worse. And what did Bill Belichick do to a reporter? We'll talk about that coming up next, too. You're listening to the Vegas Take, 101.5 FM, 720 AM, KDAWN.